have you ever played a game where, whoever lost would have to mow the grass or maybe do the dishes?
Yeah, the dishes.
You know what I'm talking about. Nobody ever liked to do that. Our game was with this coin, okay? I want you to take the coin. You're going to take it behind your back, and you're going to put it into whatever hand you want, and then you're going to come out like this. But I want to tell you that most people come out with their dominant hand, and I'm guessing you're a right-handed, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay? But I don't want to influence you. You can put it in whatever hand that you want, okay? Whenever he's ready, just come out with both fists out like that. Okay? And move them a little bit farther apart. I just want you to think, is it in your right hand or is it in your left hand? You said you're right-handed, right? Like I said, most people put it in their dominant hand, so it must be in this hand. Okay? Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Let's do it again. Now, the most common thing people do is they don't want to switch hands because that's what they think I'll do. So they would keep it in their dominant hand. But don't let me influence you. Go ahead and put it in whatever hand you like. See, I'm kind of trapping them. I'm putting them in a little trap box. So what I want you to do is I want you to think, is it in this hand or do you think it's in this hand? Okay? Let's see here. I think you did switch this time. You did put it in the left hand. Go ahead and show them. Okay? And then one last time. Do it one last time. I won't say anything this time. I won't try to give anything away. When you're ready, I want you to come out and cross them this time. Cross your hands just like this. Okay? Now I want you to think, is it in this hand or do you think is it in this hand? See, what I see about you, you came here all from New York. You probably, have a family that you want to make proud. You're going to try your hardest in that track and field. And I really believe that you're an honest guy. So you're not trying to hide anything. If you try to hide anything, it would be in this hand. So I believe it's in this hand. Show them. Can you say this word over and over in your mind? I'm getting it starts with an R. I'm a little bit nervous. I see you're a little bit anxious too. Are you thinking of receptionist?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to draw my object. I want to see if you can pick up it. Okay. This object is, going to be something easy that you can draw, and it might be able to be. It might be able to fit in your hand. Okay. Okay, I'm going to place that there. If you don't have an object in mind, let it just come to you. Yeah.
Okay.
So what object comes to your mind?
Apple.
Okay. I'm going to try to pick up on what you drew. Okay? Can you just think of that image for me and draw it? In your mind, think of the simple shapes that come with it. I think I got it. How did that feel? Did it kind of feel kind of weird? It's kind of putting you under the pressure. But you said you played soccer, right? So I want you to think about this the next time you're playing soccer or you're in the classroom. Like I said, once you got the circle and triangle, did you feel a little bit more confident? You did, right? Could you tell me the drawing that you drew that I was trying to pick up? A clock?
No.
Do you think that's interesting?
Yeah.
Do you know what I think is really interesting though?
What?
because I was drawing one apple. Everybody give her a round of applause. We're going to go on like a little celebrity date. So I'm going to throw this ball out in the audience. If it comes to you, catch it. Don't let it hit your friend in the face. Okay? So I'm going to throw it, and you just catch it. Perfect. And what is your name? Jaden. I want you to think about a celebrity. You know, it can be male or female, but any celebrity. What's your celebrity?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. Ooh, High School Musical, right?
Nice.
You probably watched those shows when you were probably middle school, early high school.
Now.
And now, are you excited about Disney Plus coming back with the High School Musical TV show? Have you heard about that?
They are?
Yeah, you got to read up about it. I don't know if Zac Efron will be there. I want you to go ahead and throw that ball to anybody else. Could you stand up? What's your name?
Aubrey.
Aubrey. What I want you to do is I want you to think about this globe. I want you to spin that globe and then stop it. And you're going to stop it at a city. Have it be kind of a well-known city. What city would you stop it at?
Rome.
Rome? Okay? And then whoever you toss it to will be the last person, and toss it to anybody you want. Nice. Is she on the softball team?
No.
Sign her up.
Soccer.
Sign her up for softball. That was a great throw. You, ma'am, can you stand up? Can you name a activity, something that you can play? Don't make it kind of, an easy activity like softball or soccer. Maybe something like hide and seek. What activity, a game that you could play?
What about wrestling?
Wrestling, you want to play wrestling? I know what's on her mind. And then could you join me on stage?
Me?
Yes. We just created a celebrity date. We created one with Zac Efron. You went to Rome, and there we're gonna play some wrestling. Will you hold that for me? Yes. Yep. I don't know if you guys knew this, but
No way. No.
I don't know if you guys can read that. But can you guys in the front row read this? Right? Does anybody know what that means?
You read mine.
Instagram? Anybody have Instagram you guys can go to? What I want you to do is, I want you to take this microphone. One day ago, right? And read it for me.
One Grandview student will go up on an imaginary celebrity date with Zac Efron. They will fly to Rome where they both will play
I have a list that I have on my phone, and you said 27, right? And I want you to, I have movies. I have the top 100 movies that I want to watch before I die. I watched this movie last night, but can you just verify all the movies on here are different? Would you agree? Now, you said 58, sir, right? If it was 58, it would have been Braveheart, awesome movie. And then you said 67, right?
76.
76, sorry about that. It would have been Giant, but you said 27. Can you say out loud what the 27 is?
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. Will you go ahead and open that? And what movie is that?
What the fuck?
What?
But I also have something a little bit more interesting in here. This is something I wrote earlier today. Could you open that up? Could you read this out loud for everybody?
Tonight I will attempt to project a number to my audience. Although a couple may receive it, one person will get it the strongest. She will be wearing black shorts, a gray Eagle sweatshirt. She will have long dark hair.
Everybody Can you think of the pet's name, and is this a dog or a cat?
A cat.
Okay. Can you spell it in your mind for me? Not out loud, in your mind. That was quick. Maybe 4 or 5 letters long?
Yeah.
4?
Yes.
Now is this cat, does it have lighter hair?
Yes.
I think I got it. Can you say the first letter of the cat's name in your mind? Is it an L?
Yes.
If you went home when you're about 17 or 18 and threw a party, and your cat happened to get out, would you say, "Here, kitty, kitty, Luna, 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 Luna"? Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. All right, what I want you to do is you're thinking of an object. You are thinking of something significant to you. It's not that tattoo, is it? Didn't think so. What I want you to do is I want you to look in the air, and I want you to see this big black screen. I want you to kind of spell it on that screen for me. Okay? I'm guessing 5 or 6 letters. 5? Okay, now I got to get back into Conrad's mind and see what are some of the things that he would think about. You're not in any sports here at Grandview, are you? What sport? Wrestling. Okay. So does Zac Efron, apparently. In Rome. You thought of something that kind of spoke to you, and is it an object of like clothing or something that you wear?
Yeah.
Usually when that happens, it's usually a ring or a necklace, but I think you're thinking of like your necklace like a chain. And who gave you that chain?
I got it in Mexico. Went to my first vacation with that family, and we got it there.
That means a lot to you, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Conrad. You did a great job. You might have been with maybe a boyfriend? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay? This is a high school event. You're in high school. It wasn't a football game, but was it at like a school function, like maybe a pep rally or a dance? Where was it? A dance? Like, you won't be dancing. You won't be nervous dancing. You're confident in that. Is this like a first kiss?
Yes. Oh my God, I'm done.
I'm not sure if I should do this here. They don't write a manual on what mentalists should or should not do. You be the judge. I'm going to let you determine if they should see this or not.
Oh man, I gotta go home. Yes, show them.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Somebody in the audience knows that Jason, is that correct? Raise your hand if you felt me touching you.
What?
Okay, put them down, thank you. You guys are doing great. Can you point to the shoulder I just touched?
No.
Okay, feeling great. With your right hand, indicate how many times I touched you. And you can open your eyes. Could you, ma'am, could you tell us what was unusual about what happened to her?
I didn't touch you at all.
I want you to take this and open it. You're doing good. In a second, I'm going to ask you to plug your ears. Okay? Go ahead and plug your ears. It should just come to you. You can open your eyes and unplug your ears. Don't look at him. He just tasted something. It came to your mind and you can just feel the taste of it. Can you say out loud what he just tasted? Hey, look what he has. Go ahead and look what he has. Then you can share the rest of it for her. But this birthday of yours, did you have a birthday for this, your last birthday? Did you throw a birthday party?
Yeah.
And it was not too long ago, was it?
No.
Where were you at when you threw this birthday? Was it at a house?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you think of, flip through the calendar for me, just imaginary calendar, and flip through that month.
Oh my god.
What month?
June.
I'm gonna try to go for the date. Can you look at that and just like with imaginary Sharpie, can you circle that date? She really went for it. Is it towards the end of the month
No.
or the beginning of the month?
The beginning.
I feel like is it like single digits? I feel like it's single digits.
It is.
Okay, can you go 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9 for me? Say out loud. 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You kind of sounded tense throughout that until you, so it must be one at the end. It's either this or that. Is it June 8th?
Yes.
Can you think of that friend? Is this somebody that you're going to talk to soon?
Well, now I am, yeah.
How soon? Right after this is done?
5 minutes. No, wait, like in person?
On the phone.
Oh, on the phone.
Okay. In about 5 or 10 minutes, can you say hi to Kylie for me?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Give her my best regards, and hopefully she's doing good at you and I too. So tonight it's all about believing in yourself, and you see people, when they do believe in themselves, what crazy things happen. So I want you to believe in yourself. In this envelope here, I have a number. And if I were to ask you to guess that number, I would put you on the spot. And you would probably feel embarrassed if you got it wrong. But I'm going to ask you to use your intuition. We're going to go to my calculator, and we're going to multiply a few numbers. You're going to put the first 3 numbers in. Just use your intuition. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to multiply. Could you point to somebody in the audience? Describe what they're wearing so they know.
The purple shirt.
Okay. Could you give me a 3-digit number?
251.
2, 5, 1. Point to one last person. Wait.
The red shirt.
A red shirt? Yeah. What? Give me a 3-digit number.
168.
1, 6, 8. We're going to push equals. Will you go ahead and keep that? And Don't say it out loud just yet. Well, this is the number that I had. Could you read what number we got, one digit at a time?
2, 7, 2, 1, 7, 2, 8.
Pretty incredible, right? Do you believe that you were able to do this?
No.
What was this wasn't even about your intuition. What was this about? Belief.
Yeah.
You guys are this is gonna be crazy, but
Oh. What?
Stop.
Kaylee, have you ever been taking a test and you come to a question and you just have no idea what the answer is? Every test you take? I understand the feeling. There's been times where I've stood up on stage and I have no idea what the person in front of me is thinking. So I do have a bit of an insurance policy that I take with me. And then just in case I were to need it, I want you to hold on to that. We're going to put a word from the book, okay? What I want you to do is we're going to bookmark a page. You just tell me when to stop. Okay? Now, it's very important. You could go closer to you, closer to me, or stay with it. Because I don't want you to think when you go back to your dorm or your apartment, man, if I would have just switched the page, what would have happened? What do you want to do? Your choice. I can kind of guide it,
Yeah, like
but
closer to me.
closer to you. Right there. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I want to give you a free choice. What I want you to do, and it's okay, I want you to say out loud the page number that you stopped on, okay? But then I want you to look at the very first word on the page and remember that word. Don't say it out loud. So what page number are we on? You can say the page number. Page number?
274.
274. You got the very first word. Don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
You got it? Hold on to the book. Okay. So, on your test, you forget things. You're not sure of the answers. Have you ever had the time where it's like, you forgot that you had a practice or, class was starting? Have you ever had that?
Mm-hmm.
What I want you to do is I want you to remember that time. Okay? Sometimes you gotta steal a thought. Does anybody here have Twitter? Could somebody go on their account and go to Lance Reads Minds? And then make it their way out here. It was never about the word you saw on the page. It was about something even entirely different. And we're going to get to that in a second. Do you got it for us?
Yeah.
Could you come up here? Could you read that out for me?
The page number will be 274 and the word will be running.
What the?
Okay, you can go take a seat. Now, this is very important. Are you sure you saw page 274?
Yes,
Are you absolutely sure the page or the word was running?
yes,
What if I were to tell you that you didn't see that page, that page was only a figment of your imagination? Would you believe me?
probably not.
Probably not. I agree. You need some proof. Go ahead and turn to page 274.
Wait. What?
Is there a problem?
There's no page 274.
Stop it.
Remember, I did say that I would have an insurance policy. What is that? Page what number?
274?
And what's the first word on that page?
Running?
And it wouldn't be amazing unless this was 100% puzzle piece match. Would you agree that that's a match?
Yeah.
remember to think positive thoughts, think happy thoughts, because you never know when somebody's going to be reading your thoughts. My name is Lance Nicolai. Thank you very much.